She insisted, transfer the house to me or I'll ruin your reputation. Thinking she had the upper hand, I replied, go ahead. Then I live-streamed her threat and revealed her criminal record, which she believed was sealed. Her attempt at blackmail became part of the evidence for my restraining order. I'm a 41-year-old man enjoying coffee in my kitchen when my ex-girlfriend, Roxanne, 38, showed up uninvited. We had ended our relationship 6 months prior after I discovered she had stolen $8,000 from my business account. I didn't file charges because I foolishly thought she would just vanish. She sat down across from me, flashed a phony smile that I once found charming, and slid a folder towards me. What's this? I asked. Your future, Garrett, or the lack of it. Inside were screenshots and photos from 3 years ago at my cousin's bachelor party. Nothing illegal, just me, drunk and shirtless, performing karaoke to Baby Got Back while wearing a foam cowboy hat. Embarrassing? Sure. Life-altering? Hardly. Okay, I said. Her smile grew wider. Your company's going public next month, right? Imagine these images all over LinkedIn and sent to every investor and board member. CEO gone wild would trend quickly. I nearly laughed. Rox, it's just me singing karaoke badly. Not exactly scandalous. There's more, she said, pulling out her phone and showing me a video. It was from the same party, where I drunkenly made some unflattering comments about my business partner Craig's then-girlfriend, now wife. I hadn't said anything egregious, just that she was controlling and Craig could do better. I had apologized for that a long time ago. Craig knows about this. We sorted it out. Does his wife? Does she know you called her a gold-digging harpy? I realized that could stir trouble, but I still asked, what do you want, Roxanne? Leaning back, she relished the moment. The house. Sign it over to me, or I'll ruin your reputation right before the IPO. Your choice. The house, my house, the one I purchased 5 years before I met her. It's worth around $450,000 in today's market. You want me to give you my house because of some embarrassing photos? Not give. You're going to sell it to me for $1 in a legal transfer today. If you don't, by tonight, every investor will see their potential CEO as an unstable party boy who talks trash about his partners. The IPO will flop, you'll lose millions, and your reputation will be in tatters, all for a house that's easy to replace. I leaned back in my chair and sipped my coffee. She thought she had me cornered. The thing is, Roxanne always underestimated one crucial aspect about me: I document everything. You know what? Go ahead. Her expression shifted. What? Release it all. Do your worst. I'm serious, Garrett. I'll ruin you. No, you'll attempt and fail. But please, go ahead. Furious, she stood up. You have until 5 p.m. to sign the papers, or I start sending everything out. Cool. I raised my phone. Oh, by the way, smile for the camera. What? I've been live-streaming this entire conversation to my lawyer's cloud storage. It's legal in this state, one-party consent. You just committed textbook extortion on camera. Thanks for the evidence. Her face turned from white to red, then purple. You can't. I can and did. Now, get out of my house, the one that'll still be mine at 5:01 p.m. She stormed out, slamming the door so hard that a picture fell off the wall. I immediately called my lawyer and then my business partner, Craig. Time to get ahead of this. Update 1, it's been 24 hours since Roxanne's threat, and wow, she went all out. Let me clarify something from the comments. Yes, the $8,000 theft was documented. I have bank records, screenshots, and even her confession via text where she called it borrowing without permission. I didn't file charges because I wanted her gone and thought it was worth $8,000 to never deal with her again. A stupid tax, I know. So, 5 p.m. came and went, and no house transfer happened, obviously. By 5:47 p.m., the photos were on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn with captions like, "This is your future CEO, an alcoholic party animal who can't control himself. Garrett talks trash about his business partners when drunk. Investor beware. Would you trust this man with your money?" The karaoke video received 47 views before I had it taken down for copyright infringement. Thanks, Sir Mix-a-Lot's record label. But here's where Roxanne messed up. She tagged my company, Craig, and several board members, making it super public and traceable. Craig called me, laughing. Did she really think a video of you calling Monica controlling 3 years ago would end us? Monica's watching it right now. She says, you were right. She was controlling back then. We laugh about it now. My board wasn't as amused, but they were more concerned about the extortion attempt. Legal issued cease and desist letters immediately. Then Roxanne escalated. She created a fake LinkedIn profile pretending to be a former employee and posted a lengthy rant about how I was an abusive boss who stole ideas and took credit for others' work. The problem? I could prove she had never worked for my company. LinkedIn took down her profile in 6 hours. Next, she called my mortgage company, claiming to be my wife, trying to gain information about my house. They recorded the call, as they do, and flagged it as potential fraud. But the peak of her stupidity was when she filed a police report claiming I had stolen from her. The detective called me, "Mr. Thompson, someone has filed a theft complaint against you. Can you come in?" "Absolutely. I'll bring my lawyer and documentation." At the station, I presented bank records showing she had taken $8,000 from me, along with text messages where she admitted it. I also had the live-streamed extortion attempt and her social media posts clearly demonstrating harassment, as well as the fraudulent LinkedIn profile metadata. The detective's expression was priceless. "So, she stole from you, attempted to extort you, and then reported you for theft?" "Yep. That's bold." They didn't just dismiss her complaint, they charged her with filing a false report. But Roxanne wasn't finished. Oh no. She went to my gym and told the manager I was dangerous and that she feared for her safety, so they should ban me. The manager called me immediately because we've been friends for 5 years. "Garrett, your ex is here saying you're stalking her." "I'm literally in my office right now. Check my key fob entry. I haven't been to the gym in 3 days." He pulled the logs and showed her I hadn't been there. She tried to argue that I was psychologically stalking her. He asked her to leave, but she refused. They called the cops. The same detective from earlier showed up. "Ma'am, you again? You filed a false report this morning and now you're making false stalking claims." She attempted to flee, actually ran from the gym in heels, making it about 12 feet before she tripped on the curb. Update 2. After the gym incident, I did some digging into public legal records. It turns out dear Roxanne has a past she thought was hidden. She has 3 arrests from her 20s, shoplifting, dismissed after community service, check fraud, pled down to a misdemeanor, and assault, charges dropped when a witness didn't show. She had gotten them sealed, but here's the thing, sealed doesn't mean erased. It means they don't appear on basic background checks. Arrest records are public information in most states. The court documents are public, and the police blotters from 10 years ago are archived online by local newspapers. I didn't even have to try hard. Within 15 minutes on Google, I had everything. I created a simple website called The Truth About Roxanne Mitchell. It's not defamation if it's true, right? Every claim backed up with links to official sources, no editorializing, just facts. Arrested on date for check fraud. Case number, source, courthouse link. Charged with assault on date, victim, her then roommate. Source, police blotter archive. I even added a section about the current extortion attempt with the video clip where she literally demands my house. Then I sent the link to her employer. Roxanne works in financial services as a compliance officer, the person who ensures everyone else follows the law. Her boss called me within an hour. "Mr. Thompson, we need to verify the information you've sent. Every link goes to official sources. Feel free to verify. She handles sensitive financial data, and she tried to extort you?" "Yes, video evidence is on the site. We'll be conducting an internal investigation." Roxanne learned about the website that afternoon. The texts flooded in like a tidal wave. "Take it down now. This is illegal. You're ruining my life. I'll sue you for everything. Please, I'm sorry. Just take it down. I'll leave you alone forever if you delete it. I'm calling my lawyer. My lawyer says you have to take it down. Please." I didn't respond, I just screenshotted everything from my restraining order application. Then she made her biggest mistake yet. She showed up at my house at 2 a.m., drunk and wielding a baseball bat, screaming about destroying my car if I didn't take down the website. My security cameras captured everything. The neighbors called the cops. She was swinging at my car when they arrived and was arrested for attempted destruction of property, violation of the emergency restraining order I had obtained that afternoon, public intoxication, and making terroristic threats. Yes, that's an actual charge. The arrest was glorious. She tried to convince the cops that I was the real criminal, claiming I was harassing her with lies online. "Ma'am, you're drunk, holding a weapon at his house at 2 a.m., threatening property damage. Whatever issue you have with that website is a civil matter. This is criminal." Update 3, the hearing for the restraining order was yesterday. I thought Roxanne might skip it considering she was facing criminal charges. Nope. She showed up with her mom, Aunt Eunice, her sister Tiffany, and a bargain bin lawyer who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. I had the extortion video, 247 threatening texts, security footage of the baseball bat incident, bank records of the theft, the false police report she filed, and witness statements from neighbors, along with gym security footage of her lying about stalking. She had the karaoke photos, a printout of my website, and her claims of emotional distress. Her lawyer tried to argue that I was the aggressor. My client is the victim of a sustained harassment campaign. Mr. Thompson created a website specifically to destroy her reputation. My lawyer countered, your client attempted to extort a $450,000 property using revenge porn laws that don't even apply to fully clothed karaoke photos. When that failed, she escalated to harassment, false reports, and property destruction. The website contains only public records and her own words. The judge asked, Miss Mitchell, did you demand Mr. Thompson's house in exchange for not releasing those photos? He's twisting everything. I just wanted what I deserved after our relationship. That's a yes. Did you show up at his house with a baseball bat? I was emotional. Also a yes. Then Eunice stood up. Your Honor, my daughter is a good person. He drove her to this. He's a manipulative narcissist. Ma'am, sit down or leave. This is a kangaroo court. You're all in on it together. Bailiff, remove her. As Eunice was escorted out, screaming about corruption, Tiffany tried to secretly record on her phone. A court officer caught her and confiscated the phone. That's contempt of court. Tiffany started crying. The judge had seen enough. Miss Mitchell, your behavior constitutes criminal extortion, harassment, and stalking. The restraining order is granted for the maximum 5 years. You are not to contact Mr. Thompson directly or indirectly, come within 500 feet of his home or workplace, or make any posts about him on social media. Roxanne, but what about my job? His website is destroying my career. Your criminal behavior destroyed your career. Court actions are public record. Mr. Thompson has every right to share factual information. Perhaps you should have considered the consequences before attempting extortion. Her lawyer attempted one last effort. Your Honor, we'd like to file a counter-restraining order. On what grounds? That website? Denied. Anything else? The best part? A local court reporter was present. The story ran that evening, local woman arrested for extortion after demanding ex's house for embarrassing photos. The website now ranks first when you Google her name. Final update, it's been 3 months since the restraining order. Here's where everyone stands. Roxanne was fired from her compliance officer job. Extortion and fraud aren't great in financial services. She pled guilty to reduced charges of harassment and false reporting and received 18 months probation and 200 hours of community service. She has to pay me $8,000 restitution for the theft and has moved back in with her mother. She applied to over 30 jobs, all rejected after background checks. Now, she's selling MLM weight loss shakes on Facebook, barely making $200 a month. She once posted about surviving narcissistic abuse but was roasted in the comments by people who knew the real story. Her dating profiles keep getting reported and taken down whenever people recognize her from the news article. The criminal record website I made is still up and remains the top result, updated with her recent convictions, factual and all public record. My lawyer ensured that it's legally bulletproof. As for her enablers, Eunice was banned from the courthouse for 6 months due to her outburst. She tried to sue me for defaming her daughter, but the case was dismissed immediately. She now posts daily about the corrupt legal system to her 47 Facebook friends. Tiffany, Roxanne's sister, received 50 hours of community service for contempt of court and unfollowed Roxanne on everything after having to pick up trash on the highways. The plot twist, last month, I got a call from a detective in another state. Roxanne had tried the same extortion scheme with another ex 5 years ago. He had paid her $20,000 to go away. Now, seeing my case public, he wanted to press charges. She's facing federal extortion charges since it crossed state lines. Her new public defender is attempting to plea it down, but she's looking at real prison time. The best revenge, remember, my company's IPO went off without a hitch. The scandal of my poor karaoke performance 3 years ago? The board laughed about it. One investor even said it made me more relatable. The stock price has risen 40% since launch. I used some of the proceeds to buy the house next to Roxanne's mother's place, not for living, but as a rental. The tenants are a lovely young couple with 3 kids and a drum set. They practice in the garage. Is that petty? Absolutely. Do I care? Not one bit. As for me, the house is still mine, obviously. My relationship with my business partner is stronger than ever, and Monica thinks the whole saga is hilarious. I'm dating a forensic accountant I met during the legal proceedings. She loves that I document everything, and I'm considering writing a book titled, How to Survive Extortion, A Guide to Documentation. I still have the baseball bat she brought, mounted in my office and labeled Exhibit A. Lessons learned: 1. Always document everything. 2. Never pay extortion. 3. Public records are your ally. 4. Security cameras are worth every penny. 5. When someone threatens to ruin your reputation, let them, they'll ruin their own instead. To everyone asking if I feel guilty about the website, she tried to steal my house through extortion, filed false police reports, and showed up with a weapon. The website contains only the truth. Actions have consequences. Last week, I received a letter from her through her lawyer, asking me to take down the website as an act of mercy. I framed it. It hangs right next to the baseball bat.